And we are live. Y'all see the smoke? We want all the smoke with this topic for real. It's your brother Jelahi back, man. I ain't been on this YouTube lifestyle since the beginning of the year, family, but y'all already know what it is, man. Creative Knowledge TV, Creative Knowledge Live. I'm back with the brothers, man. I'm your brother Jelahi, and I'm back with my brothers. I got my brother Green Minds, and I got my brother King True, man, my cousin. We on this mog. We finna dive deep and discuss this conversation, man. We just kind of want to get our thoughts across on this conversation. We see a lot of different people talking about it, and we do want to give I want to say interesting perspective on it, plus a little solutions for Kanye and just the people that's indulging in this conversation, family. Because see, it's causing a lot of friction or division as well to the people, and like again, we shouldn't be getting divided over words, family. So we're gonna start with just getting our opinions on the conversation of what's being said by the brother Ye. I do want to start with my brother True. We can go ahead and let you go ahead and give your
Man,
sentiments on this topic, man. Like what do you like? Let me ask this. Let's start with this, man, because he's saying a lot, bro. I don't want to say if it's right or wrong. Like you don't have to hit me with the right or wrong, but what do
nah,
you
I
think?
hit you with it. I hit you with it. It's cool, but
Right.
I'm listening to you. I got you, but I'm letting you know I'm
No,
not.
for real. What did you think this brother is actually saying though? Like, what is Ye's message and why is he being
Man,
canceled
yo,
for that
it's
message?
all right. So I want y'all to understand something about what's happening here, bruh. Like it's layered like a cake. Okay, so the Kanye West that we know is from like the Kanye we thinking of is college dropout Kanye up to dark twisted fantasy, right? The egotistic, arrogant, creative, twisted genius, right? And then you got this new Kanye post that Kim Kardashian era, that's what I call it. Him being on top of the world, him getting validation because he married a woman that everybody wanted. You feel what I'm saying? Despite what her past was, right? And then you get this modern Kanye who is spewing rhetoric from Hebrew Israelites and Jews when they're two different things. So the only thing I'm irritated by is it took so long. That's what's irritating to me. He's been doing this for years. Anti-black, the KKK clothing, slavery was a choice. Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. It should have been done then because if you're going to talk about hate, he's been hating his own people for years. Dang, what happened? My bad, a little thing move. But he's been hating his own people for years. So you're not supposed to be anti-Semitic, man. Them people been through enough. I mean, that's just my opinion, bro. Between like the the World War II things that happened, like leaving people alone. All they asking is to be left alone, bro. And that should be it. Like, and they don't play it. They got the defamation league, they got tradition and power, they got money, bro. And the thing is, his billions worth versus their trillions, right? Like they have institutions, right? But Kanye ran to their institutions to make the money quick instead of sticking with his own people and building his own institution. So now he's out. You know what I'm saying? Adidas dropped him. We talking about billions of dollars. They losing billions. Gap dropped them. They losing billions. So
True.
the truth. The thing is, bro, is that his platform is really. I'm not gonna sit here and like preach, but his platform is really destroying a lot of like black people's opportunities, bro. And he's turning a lot of people against us when we're trying to overcome so much already. So when he tries to buy Candace Owens' Parlor social media app, which is about right wing people, when she says that George Floyd died of fentanyl, when it's actual proof that he died from the knee on his neck. We're talking actual facts here, bro. And he just spewing with whoever is in his ear. He repeats it. He doesn't have an original idea. You don't got the answers, Kanye. That's the truth. On God, like the thing is, what we gotta realize is that Kanye is like, you can take any kid with a beat machine and some samples, and they can be Kanye right now. He was high in 2000, the early 2000s, man. I'll give him that. But he has other people do his work for him now. He tortures people to get them to do what he wants them to do. That's not right. Like, he's never been. He stopped being good when he stopped writing his own music, which was never, by the way. What is Kanye, bro? He's an artist, right? Artists supposed to be understood. No, artists are supposed to create thought. They're supposed to invoke the purpose. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, that's just kind of my opinion on it. I don't ran it for 4 minutes on it, but I just think he wrong, man. I just think he should have let them people alone. Like,
what's going on, y'all?
Leave them people alone, bro. Let them live, fam. Like, you don't have to be a Hebrew Israelite. Like, we have our own history, bro. Like, we literally are the original. Like, you go back in time, black people are the first people, bro. That's enough. That's enough right there. Hip hop, everybody wants to be us. Everybody. You throw a rock on any continent, it's a form of rap there because of the influence that hip hop already has. Jazz musicians, R&B singers, bro. All K-pop is regurgitated 90s R&B music, bro. And all these trends, they're all started with black people, man. Somewhere, somehow. We already have enough history. We don't have to go recreate somebody else's history, man. We don't have to be the originals. We're already original. But we're not the original Jews, man. That's just a fact. We're just some original people. We're not the original Indians. We came over here in boats. We were in chains. And at some point we got free. And we just left the plantation 50 years ago. So the fact that there is a Kanye West is already a blessing, bro. We're doing enough. We don't have to take other people's history to feel better. I'm black. Like, I believe in, I already know I got Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. I got Frederick Douglass. I got all those people, bro. I got Fred Hampton. I got Rakim. I got Big Daddy Kane. I got greats already I can look to and have some belief in, bro. But that's all. I'm gonna leave it a bit at that, bro. I'm gonna shut up and let y'all talk now.
Okay. No, I mean, look, I that's what I mentioned. Like, I want everyone to get their complete thoughts out on this because he's saying a lot. So I know there's a lot to deal with and unpackage in this. And you just gave kind of the summary, which I agree with most of the sentiments, except for the we already doing good enough. But we'll come back to that because I do.
I'm not saying we doing good enough. What I'm saying
right.
is that white people had a 400-year head start. You feel me? We really been free. We're not even really free. Let's be real. We've been free for 60 years, bro.
Yeah.
We done the pace we're going at, we will pass up whoever at some point. Because we're constantly, even though the statistics say, oh, black people are behind, bro, we should be more behind. Because we're so great, we're actually where we at, fam. That's all I'm saying. Like,
okay. I like that. Peace to the brother Denzel for joining, man. That's my brother too, man. I definitely want to move on to my brother Green Mind thoughts on the topic. Again, I'll repose the question, which is, what is Kanye's message, and how did you take it? Was it hate speech? Was he speaking the truth? not necessarily, wrong or right. Again, opinionated, but was it hate speech? Was it truth? And what is the brother message? Is he speaking a true message? Is he the Messiah that people trying to talk about and all that? Like, I don't get why people doing that. But that's why I agree with True on some of those points. Like, bro, we know we first and things like that. Like, he was saying a lot of things we already know. Me and you, John, me and True been saying this for years. Like when he spoke on water and the water system and how our body is. I said, come on, bro. I dropped the video on KK 3 years ago on that. But again, everybody wakes up at a different time. So peace to the brother for that. But go ahead, Green Minds. I'm going to let you hold it down, brother.
I would say when it comes down to Kanye and his interview, he said a lot, bro. He said a lot. And what I didn't agree with how the media ran with what he said though, even though I do disagree with how he pushed his message across, not really having all the knowledge and information based upon what he was actually talking about. And also I didn't like the fact that he actually did that interview on Drink Champs, because I don't believe that Drink Champs was the correct platform for that, because they don't they don't try to push knowledge and information and things. They're trying to push whatever's hot at the moment, and they're not, I wouldn't say their culture is, when it comes down to what the things that Kanye was talking about, that wasn't the correct platform to do that. But when it come down to a lot of the stuff that Kanye said, and I didn't like how the media tried to turn it around and said that the man was crazy, he wasn't on his meds. I don't like that fact, because I feel like media was using that idea to debunk everything that brother said. Now, I'm not saying that everything he said was true, but he made some valid points. So let's not allow that notion to turn around and actually gear our minds to what he was actually saying. He said some valid things. So when it comes down to that community, I don't want to keep on saying the words and the names of stuff, but when it comes down to that community and the power that they actually have, when it comes down to our music system, and when it comes down to the messages that we get, that is important, bro. That is important.
Let me ask one question. Who fault is that? Who fault that they got all that power though?
I mean, it's not a system that we created. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't say that it's our fault when it comes down to that, because this is not a system that we created. This was a system that we just got brought into. Now we just got to figure out how to operate in this system and build our own system now. But I was gonna say, when it comes down to that, like, he made some valid statements when it comes down to just how our music industry is ran. Like, we still, so even though we have these ideas and thoughts when it comes down to not having control over our communities, we still, like the point that you were just making, we still do support these ideas. We still do listen to these ideas. The same people that they have control over, we still buying concert tickets to their concerts every doggone year they come around. So you're right. Who fault is it that it still exists? It is our fault. But this is a system that we didn't create at all, I would say. We just figuring out how to operate in it. And I feel like what Kanye has been saying and bringing light of, even though he's been operating in that system for a long time and made $1 billion off of this same system that he's trying to go against, uh, I understand the flaws within his ideas and his messages as well that he's pushing to the masses, but I can't all the way go against what he's saying, because what he's saying, it has to be, it's some truth towards it. So that's, I don't want to be blinded from the truth based upon the ideas that media is throwing out, which is my thoughts on that.
Man, thank you for that, bro. I appreciate that, y'all. That's very good sentiments, because again, I agree with some of the things he said, but then as you mentioned, with the system stuff, yeah, you a billionaire, man. I don't see no low income housing in Chicago. Why does the good music
How
group?
many people you signed?
I was
How
just
many
gonna say,
this decade? How many Chicago artists I'm not even talking about black artists, Chicago artists.
Facts. What about FBG Duck them, bro? Since he was so GD, like, come on, bro. Duck them been asking to get on, honestly, bro. So you know what I mean? He could have been productive in Chicago way more. So this is what I mean about black folks. Like, we get up and roar about emotional things. Like, we get in our emotions too much, family. And we have to stop that thing when it comes to these celebrities, because they're just celebrities. They're just meant to be celebrated for whether that's their words or their music and
They
stuff. They're
shouldn't
not
even be
celebrated for
celebrated,
nothing,
bro.
period.
Like they should not
Right.
be celebrated.
I
Like,
agree, but
like
that's why they call them
dude's a
celebrities.
person, fam. Like I'm not trying to like take over, but the thing is, we need to teach our like I'm trying to teach my kids celebrate making six figures.
You feel me?
Celebrate elevating your getting an education. Celebrate things that you can accomplish. And when you accomplish those things, you celebrate those things. Don't go celebrate somebody else's accomplishment.
I agree. That's
That's really what the problem is, that we celebrate these people.
Everybody else.
Money.
Him signing to Gap, him signing to Balenciaga, him signing to Adidas, we go support that. But do us as the black community receive support back? As I mentioned, I know a million women right now that need homes, that need to feed their children. Kanye West is a billionaire. He can just go ahead and give $1 million, bro. Give $1 million, create low-income houses for these people to live in so that they cannot struggle anymore. That's how we will feel your impact, yay. And so this is what I mean about just us celebrating these celebrities. That's why they call them celebrities, because we celebrate everything that they do, but we don't force them to truly do anything. So that's where I disagree with Ye on the system part. But I'll get into my thoughts after I let my brother Denzel go ahead and build. I'll pose the question again to you, my brother, which is basically, is Kanye spilling hate speech, or is he speaking truth?
I
And what
mean,
message? You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I mean, let's be real here. Everybody knew Kanye from the jump, so it's not really a surprise. You know what I'm saying? But the problem people forget is it's freedom of speech. When Kanye made the slavery choice, everybody was against him. You see what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, he make a white lives shirt matter, and his kids have white. You know what I'm saying? And as far as celebration, like I feel like, and quote me, I feel like Kanye really don't owe Chicago nothing, because I feel like once you get out, just get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real here, bro. Like, why y'all think that he owes Chicago something? Just because you got money.
I would say just to my bad, bro.
Go ahead. No, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to be an ass on that. I'm just trying to get y'all thought process, because
I would say on the simple fact on that question, like, well, I don't believe that he owes Chicago anything, but the same thing that he's actually like talking about in the Drink Champs conversation about how our community needs to grow and develop in things. If you're not, you can't be quick to criticize if you're not quick to help. If you're not quick to throw in your if you do have $1 billion, if you're not quick to help as much as you quick to criticize, I don't believe that should be said.
Okay.
All right, now, so and just piggyback off what he's saying, he doesn't owe anybody anything, right?
Right.
And the fact that he has half white kids, like the thing is, man, here's my opinion. The sentiment Black Lives Matter is great, but the organization sucks.
True. I agree with that.
Like that's what it is, man. That's really the truth to it. Him having half white kids, and they also have black kids too.
Right.
And when the world look at them, they don't see Kim Kardashian. They see Kanye West. They don't see her, bro. Like some of them kids look a little bit, their skin color is very, you feel
right. I feel you.
When you look at them, you see this.
Right.
You feel me? And the thing is, just because she emulates a black woman, she's not a black woman, right? And the problem with this is that Kanye West wanted acceptance from everybody. And when he didn't get that, he lashed out. When he didn't get his way, he lashed out. That's all that happened. And the thing is, he was okay with Gap when they was paying him his money.
Right.
He was okay with Adidas when he was paying him his money. He was
Nike.
okay. He was okay. Like, he was okay with all that stuff. But one thing I can say, what Green Mind did say, and I have to 100% agree with, put your money where your mouth is. Chicago has some of the worst schools in the country. What if he just opened 3 schools? North, South, West. You feel me?
I feel you.
Like let's not pretend like he don't need to look, bro. It's a tax write-off.
Right.
I'm in business, bro. Like, I know what business is, fam. Get the tax write-off, yay. Come get it. Chicago would easily give him $10 million in funding for it.
Right.
That would be a win. If you took some kids that were from the work, because the way that everything is set up in Chicago, you got to live in a certain area to go to a certain school. If he was to put money behind even that, changing that around, like little stuff that actually help people. I'm not asking him to change the world. I'm asking him to use his influence to make people, to help improve some stuff. 3 schools, 1 law.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not asking him to give up $1 billion, bro. Give up 3.
Yeah, I hear
And
what
get that
you're
back
saying.
and get that back from Joe Biden. That's what's gonna happen.
I hear what you're saying, but I feel like, okay, just you know, I like to play devil's advocate a little bit here. What if there was somebody else speaking like Kanye? Like, what if Chance Rapper was saying the things Kanye was saying? Like, would it be different? I'm just saying because he get
No,
hey,
it wouldn't be.
okay.
I don't trust anybody
Exactly.
who uses their platform to throw hate on other people.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah,
I don't care who it is,
Especially,
bro.
hold on. Stay right there. Especially if you really ain't participating in the fight to
you not
disband
on it. Chance the
what they
Rapper never
have.
been in the trenches, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Chance
He
the
probably
Rapper
just
had no Obama, bro. He shake up with Obama like this.
Yeah.
So what's really wrong with
He
Kanye then?
connected.
So do he need help? Like,
No, listen. Yeah,
this why I
but
say this, bro.
He
It's
does
easy
need
to
help, bro.
he
it's
does
easy.
need help, but his message is not the message that we should follow, bro. Because again, we want to just do, bro. Like, we want to get record companies, we want to get A&R companies. We need to mass produce our own products. We need our own cars. Right now, I'm on an Apple Mac laptop. Just like Kanye got his ass booted off Revolt, which is an Apple platform. Yo, you can't say shit about these people on their platform, bro, because they run it.
Facts. That's
Your
all
ass
I'm
don't have the
saying.
platform.
That's all I'm saying, bro. And the thing is, same exact thing he's saying. Leave these people alone, bro. It's enough. Like, they built these platforms. You want to operate on these platforms, is rules and regulations, bro.
Just like if you want to operate at their job, it's rules and regulations.
Bro, I can't just show up to my job and flick my boss off and think I'm gonna get a raise.
Come on,
bro. We all got some. We all got.
So
some.
let me ask you this. My bad, brother. I meant to cut you off.
No,
do you think Nori? Because here's the thing. Why I say it's kind of, that's why I said people like it's lonely at the top. Now I'm finna go way off topic. Now, do you think that Nori should apologize for having Kanye West on the show?
No.
Thank you. That's the problem I had. Like, don't be fake, bro.
I would say
don't be fake, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Here's what I would say to that. If you know better, you do better, right?
That's all I got. Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? How, like, I'm a grown man, right? If like the stuff I'm building in my life, bro, if I lose all of that, people gonna feel sorry for me, but who gonna really care? Like, who really gonna sit up here and be like, bro, I'm gonna give you everything you got back to help you fix your life if you lose it? He lost his wife. He lost his money. Lost his children. Lost his reputation. He lost everything. Everything he built, all because he couldn't shut up. You get the bag and you shut up. That's America. You hear Mark Cuban out here talking about anything like that?
No, look, because I'm asking that question in a minute. That's a great point. I'm asking that question in a minute. I want to go to John Green. I think you was finna say something, brother. But true, keep that thought in your mind, because I'm asking that in a minute.
No, I was actually going to expound on what he just said, so I don't want to overstep your question.
Oh yeah, my bad. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw that question in there then, because like my brother said, he got a white wife. You know what I'm saying? These are white businesses. Why only black folks the one that scream like race when we're talking about our businesses? Like we need black this, we need black that. When Ford, Walmart, McDonald's, all them businesses, I don't ever hear them say we a white business, we a white owned business. You know why? Because they're pimping everybody. They're pimping all races, so they can care less about just trying to feed black folks. So we got to be careful when we hear these billionaires and stuff talking about black businesses. That ain't gonna get us nowhere.
Division, bro.
It's all. I'm gonna say this, bro. It's all
I-
about your circle too, bro. It's all about who you surround yourself with.
Facts, Denzel. Let me get John Green this
Go
question.
ahead.
So I wanted to say that point, but I did want to mention the point of because we was talking about what was we saying? True, when you have money.
When you have money, like like you don't hear Mark Cuban doing the same exact things that Kanye is doing.
Okay, the hate speech, facts.
You don't see Jay-Z getting on Twitter blasting his business partners, bro.
Facts.
Because the truth is, here's the golden thing I have to say. Yeah. There's enough money for everybody out here, bro. Doesn't matter what race or ethnicity you are. You can go get the bag, bro. You can go get it. It's out there. You just got to go out there. You got to make the connections and make the right moves. That's all you have to do. It takes time, but you can do it. Trust me. And the thing is, all Kanye did is sever his connections, bro. You need connections in life.
Okay. But I was gonna say I feel like that's why he actually like doing what he's doing, because when you making money, you on hush mode. You ain't, because your stomach getting fat. You ain't really trying to mess up that money. So I feel like the truth really comes in when the chaos comes. So when it comes down to Kanye though, like he's like I mentioned, but we do have to understand his ideas behind what he's doing, because he's only doing stuff that's trying to benefit him in the long run. But I feel like still we take that understanding of what he's doing, but we still understand what actually going on. And nobody that's in the industry that's making money gonna be blasting the things that's actually going on. Bro made some valid points in that interview. He was talking about how politicians reached out to rappers when it comes down to pushing ideas. Bro, these are ideas that's actually going on. But we're blinded to that situation because they want to paint the whole idea that he's crazy. That man ain't crazy. He just saying some stuff that y'all don't. He just saying some stuff that. No, he just saying some stuff that don't want.
Kanye just him, bro. He gonna say
what is it not to understand?
He's
saying some stuff right now that people don't want to have out right now. So now they're gonna paint the idea that he's crazy because if they make the notion that what he's saying is crazy, then you ain't gonna take it to be truth.
No one. Okay, let me ask you one question, bro. And this is one question only. You're saying that he is only doing that because he's okay with losing all the money, basically, right?
I feel like he's in a position, because you all just mentioned, like, he lost his family, he lost his money. I feel like his back is against the wall. And when people's back is against the wall, what do? They go into survival mode, and whatever that means for him, that's what he's doing. He's in survival mode.
So let me tell you this. Okay. The word we're looking for is accountability. All right. You are accountable for your actions. Okay.
Correct.
That's it. And that's all to it. Right. You married Kim Kardashian. Her plan from the beginning was to milk his last bit of sanity that he had left. That was her plan. That was her mother's plan. Let's just be real with that, bro. This isn't a conspiracy theory. I believe, this is my opinion, I believe that she really,
that shit crazy.
I believe she liked him. I believe she loved him, but I believe she knew that his mental was definitely depreciating by the time they got married. She knew that.
Adding on to Green, I'm sorry to cut you off, brother. What you mean by survival? Like Kanye don't need to survive what? That man's a
I'm not saying.
billionaire.
All right.
He's a
When I said
hold on,
when
hold
I
on, hold on, hold on. I'm
to
not
get to
done.
that,
I
bro.
get it though, survival mode, but you gotta understand this man can never get survival. This man is a billionaire. I agree with King Chu said. I believe Kim Kardashian set out for him because she knew what
She had her eyes on him,
she
bro.
knew. Think about it, bro. Lamar Odom. That's how I said. Black people, we are our own worst downfalls, bro. Kanye gave out too much. He is too smart for his own good. So he knows.
No, he's
He
not.
no.
Too
Listen.
smart for
He
his
knows.
own.
Listen. He knows what he's talking. He knows what he's doing. He's not an idiot. He knows what he's doing, bro. Think about it, bro.
He does. You know
But
what?
survival mode, I don't believe that, bro. He could lose all
Nah,
that shit,
nah,
get it right
bro.
back, bro.
Nah, let me.
so so what so
I just want to finish one more thing.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So she was playing chess and Kanye was playing checkers. His brand blew up more than ever. Like Yeezy went from being worth a couple $100 million to billions when he married her. All of his companies, bro, when like soon as he wasn't, bro, it got bigger after it was big, but it got bigger after they got married. Both of their brands, bro. Both of them.
That's a fact.
Both of their brands, bro.
I was just gonna say both. Yeah,
he had $500 million when they got together. He had past $1 billion when they broke up.
And I believe
All of
that's
that
because of
has
the connection.
all that
I
plays
believe that's
into it,
because of
bro.
the connection. That's because of the connections that family had. He wouldn't have had those connections if he didn't connect with that family.
So am I wrong, Green Mind?
No, you speaking.
That's all I'm saying, bro. I'll rest my case.
So
no, that's right.
So,
That's right.
so I would say what I meant by survival mode, though, like I didn't necessarily mean survival mode to the aspect of what we understand to be survival mode. I'm
Oh,
talking about
okay.
I'm talking about to the understanding of on his level or whatever that means for him. So that's why I said whatever
Right.
survival mode means for him, because our survival mode versus his survival mode are totally different. He playing billionaire survival mode right now. He ain't
Right.
playing he ain't playing our level of survival mode. So that's what I meant by that. I wasn't talking about just the survival mode that we understand to be survival mode.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just think that like the whole thing is that you gotta realize is that Kanye, like, here's what I say, bro. Mental illness is not is not an excuse. Is an excuse, right? But not taking your medication is not an excuse. If you want to be in your children's lives, you do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. You don't squander your reputation and your name if you want your kids around you. Because she's going to use whatever advantage she has to keep them away from him. Because he's not all there. Like, I don't believe he's as crazy as people making him seem like he is. I don't think he's a danger to his kids, but I really do believe it benefits her to keep them kids financially. He has to pay if he has his kids most of the time, he doesn't have to pay as much child support, if any. Like, all of this stuff comes into play, man. And I really think that it's all about money, unfortunately, at the end of the day. Them kids are chess pieces and pawns in right now, and he's making it easier for them to keep being pawns and chess pieces by doing what he's doing. She has every right now to not allow him to do anything with them kids. He said
Now,
it's so.
what I agree with you on like what he's doing. Like I feel as though he needs somebody in his corner when it comes down to actually guiding him based upon the things that he says, because he is allowing his emotions to get the best of him. And what you're saying is correct. He is allowing that to drive a deeper wedge than from he actually want truly have. He want his goal is to get his family back together. So I don't believe what he's doing is actually accomplishing that goal, but I do understand like the emotions of I'm not gonna say I understand because I don't have children, but I can't see the pain that that man is going through based upon him feeling as though his family has been torn apart from him. The whole world looks at him as being crazy, and now everybody is being against him. So I do understand his pain from why he's speaking out of emotion. I'm an empathetic person. I could put myself in his shoes and understand how he's feeling, because I'm a black man in America too. If I'm going through something, and the world paint the picture like y'all, they look at him as being a narcissist. The the notion that black men actually have in America, that those are the same notions that they're throwing on Kanye. So I feel as though now I don't agree with everything that he's saying and doing, but I do want to be vigilant based upon the things that's being attacked or attacking him, that's causing him to act a certain way.
Okay, let me ask this, fellas, because I heard y'all mention like he kind of just needs a mentor or some guidance on his side to help him articulate this message a little bit more or a little bit better, I should say. So should I mean should Ye be more like Jay Z then? Like because I want to ask is this about infiltration for Kanye? I wonder, or no, because he ruined that. So I'm asking, like, should he have been more like Jay Z and try to infiltrate the system? I did hear True say that a little earlier, like just get the money, stay out them
Man,
folks' way, and
nah,
try to build
man.
for your
Let me.
families along down the line for this system to crash, which can be possible and which is a smart idea as well. But sometimes you got to shake the system. Now, what I would have rather Kanye went on there and did, instead of complaining about how the Jews hurt holding us back, because we all know that, bro. Malcolm was speaking that, Farrakhan was speaking that, like we know that, bro. I would have rather him went on there with solutions, like, you know what? I'm getting good music off of Def Jam. We creating Yay Jam or something, like I just kind of would have rather him
Anything, bro.
on there
Any
like that.
solutions, bro.
Right,
Anything.
you know what I mean? Like like actually talk about what they're doing and then talk about what you can do to counter that, bro. Like, cause I feel like so just we gonna stick with that one question. Just should Ye be taking hints or replicating Jay Z as far as how he's infiltrating the system, if that's what Jay Z is doing?
That's not even what Jay
I
Z
feel
doing.
I feel like I was gonna say I feel like they got two different missions. Like Kanye, once he started off, he always been on that conscious route. He always been on an enlightenment route. So I wouldn't say I wish he would be more like Jay Z. I ain't gonna say that Jay Z ain't conscious as well, because Jay Z be saying some conscious things too. But he doing it from the street wise perspective, and that's what these record labels would prefer to put money into, because if he's speaking upon a street perspective, that's going to motivate a whole lot of other black men that take that side that he went on as well. So I would say on Kanye perspective, I still like the route that he's going, because it's creating another lane for young black men to actually follow along, like a conscious route. You don't have to be this hood person to actually succeed in this world as a black man. You don't need to create an image that's not like you. You don't have to have a violent image of yourself that the world places on you every single day, because even though black people make up minority of the country, we make up majority of the prison population. So with that being said, they look at the black man as being the most dangerous in this world, the most violent in this world, and I don't believe that to be true. So I feel like Kanye is giving us a new perspective of what a black man is, and or black, not just a black man, but a black rapper as well, because it's always been a route that you had to go down in that music industry, I would say.
I mean, to put things into perspective, Jay-Z said, did Ho tell you to sell drugs? No, Ho did that because hopefully you won't have to go through that. I was raised in the projects, roaches and rats, right? And that's off Aisha the Izzo, Kanye West produced song. Main point I'm making is that when I listen to Jay-Z, it's for inspiration, right? Like the main reason why I don't sell drugs is because as an 11-year-old, I heard that. Like I don't have to take that route. My dad sold drugs. His dad sold drugs. My dad died on drugs. So the point I'm making is that drugs are been a part of my life, my whole life. I've been around it. Got cousins that got locked up over it. I got cousins that died over it on both sides of my family. So the thing is that like when Kanye West is when we say Jay-Z route, no, because Jay-Z only cares about making money. Like Jay-Z uses black people as a way to get us to invest in him, and then he sells it. Title, his NFL relationship, all these other things that he's done supposedly for black people, he cashed out on eventually, making himself more millions, more billions. Like that's all he cares about. Kanye West, the route he should have took, the route of cultivator, because that's what he is. He cultivates talent, he cultivates people, cultivates connections. Going back to the very beginning when we were talking about Chicago, right? Chicago is a beautiful city. It's full of hope. It's full of dreams. Every time I ride downtown, I feel inspired. Like my office where I used to work was downtown. I felt like I made it, even though I was broke. I was real. I'm still broke now, but I was really broke back then. I felt inspired, like I could make it out on my situation. My crib was in Riverdale, Illinois. It was shootings every night around my crib, bro. I moved my family up out of there because I felt inspiration. Like listening to Kanye's College Dropout album made me feel like I didn't have to be gangster. It validated it made me feel validated. Like I could just be me. I can defend myself. I don't have to be in a gang or a killer. I can just be me and I can move how I move. Kanye could have cultivated Chicago to be one of the best talent. Like the most talent is here. Rapping, singing, dancing. I really believe that Chicago is a place. It just needs a cultivator. That's all we need. And it's billions for everybody. It's billions for him. That's all I'm looking. That's all I was hoping he would. That's what I was hoping he was going to do. I was hoping he was going to sign me because I rap. I was just hoping that he was going to cultivate other people because he can find. You cultivating other people, you got tech here. You got apps. You got fashion. You got all that here. Cultivate enough black people, enough black software engineers. All of a sudden, you looking at, instead of Clubhouse being sold off for 100 million, black people actually got stock in Clubhouse now because somebody black actually created that instead. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, that's what Kanye missed his mark on, was cultivation. That's all I got to say about it.
My bad, y'all. I'm eating this shit. What you think about that, though?
Yeah, my fault. I mean, I'm finna get off topic though. I'm off Kanye for a minute. I want to speak on what he said about cultivating Chicago. I mean, that's true and it's not true because there are some cultivators in Chicago. It starts with home, bro. I like what you said about your story, but it starts with home. You seen that, right? And it made you want to change. So, for instance, we got Lil Durk. He could be a cultivator. So not only Kanye West. So at one point, then you say, okay, fuck the celebrities. It starts within yourself and your own community. You hear what I'm saying? Because they got out. So I just want to touch on that. It's like Chicago. We, like I said, I'm gonna say it again. We are our own worst enemy, bro. Until we can do it, then because I mean, like we got the resources, right? We got all of that. So I feel like we gotta stand as one, bro. Because I really don't believe in role models nowadays. Because we got that, and they still
I'm
ain't doing shit.
not a role
No,
model.
no, I hear what you're saying,
A
but you say
cultivator, like
right, yeah, I hear what you're saying
a
though, but
connector,
right, but
bro.
we got
What
that
I'm
with the
saying is connect.
right,
Like,
right,
But
like,
do they have to be a famous person or
no,
no?
right.
they don't have to be a famous person.
Because Chance could be that
Okay, you
though.
ever heard of World Wide West?
I know that. You can,
Dude isn't really famous. Like he's so famous, he's not famous.
right, like Chance.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, I
Like
hear what you're saying.
I don't think Kanye West is an artist, bro. I don't
No,
think Kanye West is a rapper or a fashion designer. I believe Kanye West is a cultivator and connector. I believe that he can bridge the gap between tech and black people and create generational wealth. I'm not saying that he should, but I believe he missed his mark. I believe he missed out on the wrong. He got the wrong billions.
Yeah,
He got the
definitely
wrong
did.
billions.
His head got big. He definitely got the wrong billion.
He got the wrong billions. The billion. See, he is
Hollywood.
Hey, that's a good point, True. That's a good
should be
point.
running
Like
Silicon
that.
Valley right now. That's just my opinion. I believe that Silicon Valley
Kanye
should be
should
in
be
downtown
like
Chicago.
Elon Musk, who he talk about so much. Like, why Kanye ain't trying to be like the people who he talk about so much that he kick with?
Elon Musk is dude is to me. Elon Musk is a meme to me, bro. I don't take him serious. Like he got money, but at the same time, people. You know that dude in school who is real lame, who would be talking stuff underneath his breath, but would never say it to you. Like he'd be like, "Man, I can't stand that dude, bro." Like he'd be like, "What you say?" He'd be like, "Nothing." That's Elon Musk, bro. Like Elon Musk done. He's not somebody. Elon Musk is about Elon Musk. He's not a connector. Only thing Elon Musk want to connect to is some more money. What I'm saying is that it's a $1 billion business out there. It's a channel of people that has connections. Kanye West could have took Big Sean, connected him with people in Detroit. He could have took Pusha T, connected people in DC. He could have took Common. Hey, instead of us investing in Def Jam, let's invest in Ring Camera like Nas did.
You feel me?
Why are we sitting here having this conversation when there's VCs all over the world that's waiting to give away money? Like Silicon Valley is the biggest Ponzi scheme in the world, bro. They just give away money, hoping that something's gonna take off. Why are we doing we don't need Kanye for this. I'm just using Kanye as a catalyst to open people's minds up. The next billionaire, trillionaire is going to be the person that can connect all these things together. That's who's going to be the most powerful. All your connections, your money is not going to matter because inflation is killing money. The only thing that's going to matter is skill and connections in this next economy.
I agree. I can agree
That's how I get ahead. Is I connect. I network. I meet people. I keep a wallet full of cards because I want to connect. I want to find that person because you never know who you pass your card to. It could be 100,000. It could be $1 million. It could be $10,000. But the point is that he missed out on connecting Mark Zuckerberg with the kid who's the kid that made it's a black kid who made this app and he cashing out right now. Calendly is it's an app everybody uses to schedule. This black guy created Calendly. What if Kanye West connected Mark Zuckerberg and him together and they made, you know what I'm saying? Imagine if that money was, instead of being in San Francisco, what if it was in downtown Chicago? What if it was on 81st and Ashland? What if the cultivators make more engineers and we create more doctors, we create more lawyers to help us with our own IPs? All of this money, all of this has to be funded. And the only way to fund it is by connecting with other people.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. And that's where he missed out at, is connecting.
But when you say he missed out though, because you don't make $1 billion by yourself. He did some connecting, I would think.
With the wrong people.
Would you?
he attached himself to Adidas. Mm-hmm. Adidas couldn't even keep Kobe. Probably the second best player to ever pick up a basketball. You want to argue with that? You want to say he's third or fourth? Fine. Top 5 player. They lost Kobe. Okay. How many black sneaker companies are there?
Other than Jordan, how many? I don't know.
Who? You consider Jordan a black company?
Jordan based around him, I guess.
Nike has a dart. Nike is Jordan.
Yeah, that's a fact. But he branched off and became just Jordan
Yeah,
by
he
himself,
branched
though.
off. But what I'm saying is that you have Nike, then Jordan Brand.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the head umbrella? Like, do you not think that Yeezys would do just as well with a black, just as an independent thing? They do the same numbers, man. The same numbers. That's all I'm saying. He could have scaled it
I actually,
himself.
I
That's all
actually
I'm
been
saying.
looking at. I've been hearing some arguments when it comes down to that. I feel like some people were saying how this is probably why he was trying to do the things that he was doing, because getting to I don't want to mess up. I don't know the name, bro, but getting to the point that he made, he said how Kanye was actually like it. Well, he just made the point that he believed that Kanye thought through it, and I believe so as well. Like, but I just heard an argument today how maybe he was forcing himself out of the deals that he was in, so they didn't want to do business, so he could actually become free, so he could actually do these things that you're talking
Lawyer,
about him
get
actually
your
Yeah,
doing
facts
I
right
straight,
get
now.
lawyer.
so I did
Nah,
see
bro,
that. I did
that's
see
not how
that,
you
but
do.
I don't
That's
think
not how you
that's
do business, man.
right.
And get
Because
your lawyer.
again, bro,
Okay, when you leaving
hold
a
on,
job,
True,
what do you do?
hold on,
Put
True,
2 weeks in.
hold on, real quick, True, real quick, because that's what I was saying in the beginning, as far as like why black people the only people who think like that. Like we got to cut off all ties to white folks to thrive when they've been
Mm-hmm.
using us for years, though. That's why they thriving, because they use other races. We the only
I
race who try to do a
swear,
black
I had this
business.
conversation. I had this conversation with my daughter earlier, bro.
Yeah.
You do not like. Why limit yourself?
Yeah.
Why? Like they're gonna use like they listen to Drake and they don't skip the N-word, they using you. You feel me?
If that's the case, why you
You
think
like
if
use
that's
like
the
use
case,
take advantage.
if that's the case, why we had a whole bunch of people getting on his behind about him actually doing the White Lives Matter shirt? Because if you look at a lot of the black movements out there, it's a lot of
Right.
white faces behind that idea as well. But we got on his behind that he why do White Lives Matter, and you see the uproar that people
I
going
don't
through
care about the
with the
White Lives Matter thing,
but
man.
but I'm saying a lot of people did though. So I'm saying we taking that argument, but a lot of people actually got like felt the type of way and pointed towards him like as if he did something wrong, even though we have a lot of things that in our culture that we believe that probably came from black people with white
You know
faces
why they
behind it.
doing that?
But
Because he's a
we don't
You know
say it
why? Because
again.
you know why? Because he's a public figure. That's the only reason why he getting all this light. Let's be real. You know, that's all. But I like what you said, like about. But as far as connecting, that is, you damn right. He should have did that. Now I see your point. He definitely should have did that because he got a voice. He definitely got a voice.
Just
He just connect. He ran about the. That's how I said he ran about the wrong shit. But I definitely agree. That's all that really got like needs to be said. He just should have
you got
connect.
the wrong billions, man.
Yeah,
The
all this
wrong
Jewish
team.
shit that don't mean nothing. Kanye
He
should
could
have
have been
just.
he could have been in the tease, bro. He could have been in Detroit. Like if you
Yeah,
can
he could have. He got
think
a lot
about
of
this,
power.
dude been around since 2005.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. You telling me that there isn't some nerd on the west side of Chicago that already coded something like that or had that concept? You're telling me there's not some kid at some HBCU that has something similar to Facebook? You telling me that ain't happened? I don't believe it, bro. I believe that like here's the thing with what Green Mind was saying. He had the White Lives Matter thing. The reason why he did it was to make people mad. You feel me? It had nothing like White Lives Matter is just an answer to Black Lives Matter, right? They're saying that Black Lives Matter like white, bruh. You're right because more white people get killed by the cops than black people because you know why? It's more white people. All this over here is saying is that we get killed at a higher clip than white people. That's all it was saying at the time. But it became more of a racial thing when it should never been that. It should have been more like, okay, yes, you're right and you're right. Because you're right. Both of them matter. Like, I don't care what side it comes from, the cops be wrong, bro. Like they screw over white people, Mexicans, Asians. The cops do everybody dirty. It just so happened that black people are more impoverished areas, so it's more police presence because there's more crime. So we get screwed over because of the system. That's the whole point of the whole Black Lives Matter thing. That's what I take it as. It's like, hey, because they're there, we're bigger targets. If they were in, it was they were in a white neighborhood and they was tripping the way they was tripping like that, I believe it'd be similar, to be honest, give or take. I believe it might be similar, but I do believe that there's a lot of prejudice in the police community. So when he sits there with Candace Owens and he's buying this app that is from like basically Ku Klux Klan members, it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't sound right. It just sounds like whoever he considered his friends, that's who he supports at the time. And that's not right to me.
Okay. Definitely Denzel must have dipped off. Okay, I got one last question for you, brothers, because I'm definitely agreeing with where we're going with the bill. And let me do this. Give me 1 sec. How did you guys feel about this? 1 sec. Let me pull up the picture. It should be. Hold on. All right, so I'm finna share this picture, fellas. I want to know what y'all think when I seen this. Was this truth or was this just another way to divide black people? Hold on, let me see. 1 sec. Damn it. Shit, talking about record screen. Hold on. I got a picture for y'all. I seen this on Facebook earlier, and somebody was debating about it, which she had a great point about it. Hold on. Yeah, computer moving slow as hell. They never move this slow. All right, got it. All right, y'all. Let me know if y'all see my screen. Lost permission to capture.
Nah, I can't see nothing.
Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna have to restart. Never mind. Skip that. So, okay, I'm gonna just read the post then. Can y'all see me still?
Yeah, I can still see.
Sir.
All right. So the post basically said, the post read on Facebook. It said, "No, not one company ended their relationship with Kanye when he said slavery was a choice." So I wanted to attest to that as our last point, just to bring it back on a solution based answer to everything that's been said, family. Because if you can see, this is why, like my brother True said, connections are very important. And my brother Green Mind said, having the freedom of speech and togetherness, or having that group economic together, is a great thing in society because you can move as one. Every other race get things done or get people canceled, anything they want to do, because they're an actual group who's organized and they know what they want. So when Kanye mentioned he hates Jews and this about Jews and this and that, Twitter went crazy with lots of Jewish people saying he should be canceled, he should be canceled, he should be. They were able to agree on that. They weren't talking about but I like it. You didn't have certain Jews like, but I like his music, but I like his shoes, but I don't, they wasn't debate none of that. They just canceled, bro, and they all canceled the contracts. But why aren't blacks able to come together for one specific purpose and get certain people canceled, or get certain things done, or get certain businesses started? Because again, with
I
that
was
statement, we didn't cancel Kanye back then because I seen hella people saying that's bad and that's sad and that's terrible. Like same thing what he's saying about how George Floyd was killed by fentanyl. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? That's kind of foolish to say if that's the truth or not. Like, you know what I mean? Which again, I mean, we apparently seen the knee on bro neck, but whatever. You feel me? I don't know. I wasn't there. You never know what's going on.
They said there wasn't even enough fentanyl in his system to get him high. That's what they said, bro. Like when I read the autopsy, it wasn't even enough in his system for him to even be affected by it.
Right, bro was just sipping on more ice than he was sipping on that drink. You hear me?
Bro, for real.
So what do y'all think about that? Like, why didn't we cancel? Why weren't we able to cancel, bro, for saying slavery was a choice? But we see that he was able to get canceled by all these companies when he said something against him.
You want to go ahead, Grandma? You want to go first?
We don't own nothing, bro. We don't own nothing for us to cancel him out. So like when it comes down to that, well, even when we think of not just what he's saying, but what the music industry is doing, there's a lot of the stuff in the music that I totally don't agree with. They push drug addiction, they push undisciplined sex habits. They bring you away from your true spirituality as a whole being. So it's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with in the music industry, but I don't have the power to sit here and say, hey, they not getting on the stage. They not, but we have the power to say that because we are the ones they market to. We're the dollars that they try to get out of that, to get out of our hands into their pockets. So when I say to the solution-based answer, I would sit here and I would tell you that's the reason why we can't cancel anybody, but that's why we have to change our paradigm and we start deciding what we intake and things that we pay attention to because our attention is what brings the dollars.
Great point, Green Man. Thank you for that, man. Go ahead, Truth.
Yeah, man. Here's the truth. Okay. Nobody cares what black people got to say. They don't care. They don't care about us. Black Twitter has tried to cancel Kanye several times. They dragged him. They said stop buying his albums. They don't care about it. They don't care about black people enough to care about what we got to say. See, what I said at the beginning of this show is that Jewish institutions are backed by money and tradition. Tradition of lawyers, tradition of doctors, tradition of politicians, traditions of having money in institutions to back those institutions. When the one thing, here's what I'm gonna say, and this might be a little controversial. Jewish people got it right. They got it right. After World War II, they got it right. They said never again. You won't fuck with us no more. You won't fuck with us. We gonna fuck with you if you fuck with us. You leave us alone, we'll leave you alone.
Hey, hold on. And that true. We might have to do a whole separate video on that.
But honestly, hold on. I'm about to break it down, bro. Just let me bring it home, fam.
I got you. That shows how people can get out of slavery right there. But go ahead.
Whole point I'm making is that they said you will never put us in incinerators again. You'll never alienate us for being who we are again. Because just the same way a black person is born to being Jewish, it's the same as exact way where we were born, we were black. You had no control over that. You were Jewish from the day you were born, and you're black from the I understand that they come in different colors, but so do black people, bro. So let's stop pretending like two of the same things can't mean the same exact thing. You understand what I'm saying? Point I'm making is that if Kanye really believes that we were these people, right? The original people, Where are the institutions to back that up? Where's the purpose behind these institutions? Why are we the most incarcerated? Why are we the most illiterate? Why can't we do math? Why the teachers in our communities go teach for 3 years and go to better places to go teach? How come every single black kid understands what twerking is, but they don't understand the Pythagorean theorem before the fifth grade? So when we talk about being the original, it doesn't matter who was first. We're losing. No one's winning.
That's like saying in a race, so what you running right now and you in first?
But Kanye West was never in first. Kanye
if you can't
West
endure to the
standing on
end,
the
what's the
back of
point?
black tradition.
And didn't you have a video on that a while back?
He is standing on the back of black tradition. The very thing that put him there, that gave his mama that education and his father the ability to fly over the world and take pictures of things because he can afford to go to better schools and be in a better community. See, the thing is, Kanye West didn't need to go to school because he was already educated by his mama. If my mama was a teacher, you know how more dangerous I'd be? I'm already dangerous. I'd be an assassin out here. Will nobody be able to stop me? I'd be a billionaire, egotistic freak, too, if I had the same upbringing he had. So here's the main thing that we got to understand here. If you want to take on the system, you have to create your own system. If you want to take on the system, and just like the brother Denzel said, it starts at home. Teach your kids that it's okay just to be black. It's okay to be black. You don't have to be a Hebrew Israelite. You don't have to be the original Jew or the original Chinese, the original that. You could just be you. And that's enough. That's the first thing black people gotta understand. Second thing is that what you possess is something that everybody else wants. Everybody wants to be you. They want your skin color. They want your hair type. They want to talk like you and dance like you and dress like you. It's a fact. That's what all the Kardashians are known for, is looking like sisters. Okay. That's how they make their billions, by looking like us, emulating us. The last thing that they have to understand is that no one cares about your feelings. No one cares. The world does not care. You have to use logic. If you are losing your wife because she does not want you to support Donald Trump, and you want to keep your marriage together, I've been married almost 10 years. Stop supporting Donald Trump. Don't go to his rallies. Don't run for president with his staff. See, look, bro, this is all I do is research. All I do is read this type of stuff. This is all I do. This is all I do all day. All I do is think about this stuff. If you want to stay together with your family, you don't hop on TV and say slavery was a choice when you got black kids at home. When your wife is half Armenian and half of them got killed in the genocide. They're facing a war right now. Your kid's a quarter Armenian. You're not thinking about that. You think that Kris Jenner is going to allow you to drag him through the mud?
Oh my life.
When she wouldn't even let her Kim Kardashian marry Reggie Bush because he didn't make enough money. She was like, yeah, that's a good stepping stone, but you gotta do better. You gotta do better than that. These are cold calculated people. You can't play by black rules. You have to play by corporate rules. The corporate rules is you get enough money, you get enough support, you break away, and then you talk about it.
Yeah.
Not in the way that he did, but you talk about it. It's bad that Jewish people own a lot of black albums. Black people should own their own IP. There's
what?
nothing wrong with saying that. That's
I
wrong.
would say,
The system is wrong. We need to fix it. Black people should fix it. Yeah, that's what he should have said. He shouldn't say that we and more DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. What?
Yeah, I feel like the rhetoric was off, but like, do you think like once you hit that status of first of all, because it was some crazy status that he was saying that he had $10 billion and he's the richest black person in America at the moment. Do you not think there's a time when you get to a where you do that? Because what you're saying, you play the corporate game until that's basically what he did or doing, because he
No,
he he made 10.
you don't burn your bridges. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's what I
Because
did disagree with.
when you build a
That's what
new
I disagree
system,
with.
when you build a new system, you gotta be. You ever heard of weaning yourself off of something? Like you wean yourself off something. When you wean yourself off something, you kind of use it as a substitute to do it, right?
If you
When
but did you
if
hear
you're on the
the
corporate route, you wean yourself off the corporate route, but you don't burn that bridge because you can still connect. That's the whole point I'm making.
I don't
Connect.
I don't know if you heard the argument to why he was actually doing what he was doing, because now that because I don't know how serious he is going
He
behind
not
this
serious.
campaign. Yeah,
He not.
I don't know how serious he is going behind this campaign in 2024, but the reason why he said he was doing it, and I said that because you're not supposed to be going on Drink Champs campaigning on
He
2024
not
campaign as
running
the
for
president.
president.
Yeah, I was just
But
gonna say
but
you can't
but
say all that and want to run for
facts.
president, bro.
You
But I
can't,
was
bro.
gonna,
You can't say
I
forget
would,
all these people and run for president. You won't give up.
I agree. But the reason why he said that he was doing it is because he said he knew that the media, or not just the media, but he said and I quote, I'm not saying this, but he said the Jewish media, he said he knew what they were gonna do as he started going out for running for president. So he wanted to call them out on their tactics before he even had to go indulge in it.
That
That's his
that's
argument
that
that
is horseshit. That's bullshit.
is.
That's like when you was a kid and somebody beat you in ball by like 1 point. You said I was going easy on you anyway. That's basically what he's saying. Like I was going easy on them, so I'm gonna call them out before they can call me out.
But can you
That's
not see that to be? But can you not see that to being true though? Because
no,
exactly what he
not at
said.
all.
But
I think it's
because
bullshit. I
exactly
think
what
he's
he
full of
said is
shit. That's just my opinion.
exactly what he said. Real quick though, exactly what he said is exactly what's playing out. Like he said they were gonna
Of
or
course, it was
what
gonna play out
what
that
the.
way.
But just hold
Of
on real
course, it
quick.
was.
He said they're gonna use the crazy route. So
Nick
and that
Cannon,
he's
2
crazy
words. Nick
and.
Cannon. Nick Cannon, 2 words. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon said the same exact things that Kanye said. He had to apologize. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand here.
Have
Nick
the
Cannon did,
system first before you complain is really the point, fellas, and
and the
that's
thing
why I
is, he
kind of
built the system to be a billionaire, and now he's complaining about the
right,
rules.
right. That's what I'm saying. So that's
The
where I kind
hypocrisy of it
of
all to me.
have the solution. It's like it's a hypocrisy to complain about the system that, like True said, you benefited off of, and then again, you're not doing nothing.
Basically, a welfare recipient.
Right. And then you have to create another system to feed black folks if you want to have that message, bro. But my thing be, and like we all said together in the beginning of the build, is we're not looking for these guys to be our messiahs or our celebrities anyway. So
Not
we
at
don't
all.
expect that out of them. But again, like y'all got this money, bro. Y'all complaining. I don't be hearing none of my brothers complaining. We go through every day as the true black man every day. So that's where I kind of just wanted to like leave off and shit. I'm finna get to this dinner. I'm finna bang. But I just wanted to leave off with that because I know the brothers was talking those solutions at the end, and we all agree on the same point is that, man, to fight this system, you got to have a system and you got to withdraw from this system. But to begin to even fight the system, don't hurt yourself by speaking on the system. Like that's how Malcolm them got killed. That's how Fred Hampton. I believe Fred Hampton was the best leader. But then once I rethought it when I got a little older, I'm like, well, this nigga was talking all that shit about the Jews and the racists, but he was asleep while the Jews and the racists and them came to kill him. So why you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like, you feel me? We got to understand stuff like that. Malcolm too, Martin too. You know what I'm saying? Like when we start speaking out to the public about these races that really run shit, you got to either be ready to back that shit up, bro, and employ other black folks and really be able to fend for yourself and be a sovereign being.
Really be ready to move with a purpose.
Right.
And he's not moving with a purpose by doing that, man. And the thing is, it does not matter who runs stuff, right? If you want to, I don't believe that Jewish or white. I believe that it's a certain amount of people, 1% of people with all the wealth in the world, with over 90% of the wealth in the world, that run things. And maybe there's some Jewish people, maybe there's some white people up in there, maybe you can sprinkle in a few black here and whatever here, Chinese people here. Point I'm making is that there is a system in place that is literally designed to separate everybody from everybody.
Look at the system we live in. We live in. United States is built upon a race. When you think of a race, what do you like? You're not looking at we was talking about this whole conversation. When you think of a race, you ain't thinking of connecting with people like we was talking about. You thinking about how you could beat somebody.
How you're competing.
You competing with
them. That's the whole point. That's why I feel like I'm ahead in life sometimes. It's because I compete with myself. That's the problem. We teaching our kids to compete with other people.
This system does. We didn't teach our kids.
The system does, not us. Shit,
we don't do that.
Who put it on us to teach our kids this?
That's what it's the system that we live in, but these are not our thoughts that we're out living right now. These are thoughts that was already
competition is natural. Competition is a natural thing. When you were in classroom and you was hooping against somebody in gym, you wanted to beat them, right? Then when it comes to life is a competition. For the girls, for the best crib.
Hold on, True. Let me say this because I got to end on this. But let me say this because I agree with it's about competition. But when resources are infinite, you never had to fight over resources. See, we niggas was always wrestling, practicing martial arts, debating. It was philosophers that was debating theories.
War is a man-made construct. Because of resources. So when the first nigga came and said, I want to take your land, though, when the first nigga said, I want this, that's when conflict and war started. You feel me? Like war and shit. Competition is different from war, though, bro. Competition could be, I compete with my brothers every day. You know what I'm saying? When we on that court, we not homies, bro. I'm out to kill you. You feel me? Then we go home, shake up right after that. But war, you can't do that because you're fighting over resources, not just competing. I'm gonna just say one more thing, and I'll leave it at this. When you say that, what he was saying was, he had some good points. Okay, whatever. The point is that your message does not have to have hate in it to get your point across. That's all I'm saying. That's the basis of my argument. Competition, war, whatever, you can say that the music industry is the music industry is owned by 3 people. Jimmy Iovine, a couple other people, but there's only 3 people that really own the music industry. You can say the music industry, these 3 particular people are taking money from everybody. You don't have to label a whole race of people. I'm saying is that you don't have to connect and be friends and be kumbaya and connect. Connecting isn't about being friends. It's about the paper. Because you need money in order to fight this system and create your own system. There's no free system, unfortunately. because somebody does want your land. That's all I gotta say.
You on mute, bro. You on mute.
I can agree to disagree because we have to definitely have another bill on the system in itself, just because that's a whole variety of topics in itself on how the system was created and what the system is integrated with and how it's used to control us, because it's like a computer system. Like, it's only used for a certain thing. It's not what we should be living life like. True. So we got to understand that. But I do want to let y'all share y'all channels and get y'all last thoughts out. Like I said, I'm finna grab my plate, man. I appreciate y'all for definitely joining in, man. This was a powerful one to come back to, bro. I really appreciate this one and shit. I'm finna just fire this shit back up, man. I think people need to hear more, just again, black men speaking, bro, on different things, And this was just one of them. We hit it from a different angle. So I appreciate y'all for definitely respecting the panel, man, and building with the brother, man, for real.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for the invite.
Man, yes, sir. Yes. Go ahead.
No, I was just you said I was just gonna say, if you all like what you all heard, just go ahead and follow me on Instagram at green_mind47. And like I said, bro, I appreciate you for the invite.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, my brother. Yeah, y'all definitely go follow that Instagram. Follow bro on Facebook, man. He's always dropping gems over there, promoting that spirituality, man, and that's very important to the brothers. Shout out my brother True, man. The nigga always speaking the truth. You heard him hella times, and here's the truth. You hear me? That's my brother, man. Definitely been giving me game for years. So, man, we gonna keep building this shit though. Y'all know what it is, man. KK.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it.